So the third party. What are they bringing? Okay. So the third party has a very important purpose, and this is about honoring the feminine. Honoring the masculine's decision to be with another person and to just dropping it. You know, they made a decision, drop it, move on. Like, you move on in a way that's going to be uplifting and healing for you. It's not to say that you're not going to have them in your heart and you're not going to think about them. Yes, you're going to still do this. But what I'm saying is you don't want to get caught up in the cycle of obsession. You don't want to be focused on the third party. You want to be focused on your healing and loving, you know, allowing the universal life force energy move through you and being this vessel and extending this heartfelt, authentic, kind, caring, understanding energy, as opposed to being jealous and controlling and manipulative and all those unbalanced feminine energies. So this is teaching you how to be a balanced feminine, how to be confident, right? They're not a competition. This is you obtaining confidence because of the rejection. How could you have become who you become if you would have stayed in a relationship with them and you would have been investing all of your time and energy into making them feel loved, you know, going above and beyond and just trying to assure them that, yeah, like, you're awesome. And then the masculine's like kind of like playing that, you know, like kind of just playing the, I don't know, you guys know what they're like. So the feminine is like, okay, it's the end of this old way of being. It's the end of this third party. You know, I deserve to be treated with respect, and I deserve to be in a relationship with someone who's fully 100% committed and wants to work at, you know, for the long run. So this is a mutually beneficial relationship, a relationship that's passionate and creative and inspiring. And then here, the Nine of Cups. So if you were to combine both the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles together, like, this is power. This is confidence, independence, living a luxurious lifestyle, having everything you need and more. You know, like, just satisfaction and comfort. And this is the wish card. So this is talking about your wish fulfillment. What is your wish fulfillment? It's commitment. This is what you want. But then what happens is there's this third party, and then you get angry and you try to fight for the relationship. You're throwing out shade and saying, like, well, how are they better than me? What makes them so special? But it's like, no, you have to hold your ground. You have to hold your vision. What do you want? You're not going to let yourself be negatively impacted by the decisions of the masculine. You're going to hold your space and begin to create. You know, looking towards the future, making a plan, envisioning the ideal outcome, as opposed to staying caught up in this relationship dynamic. Yeah, and then the other thing is the SEX. That's what also causes the addiction. Because the feminine wants to feel good. They want to feel the connection. But what if the feminine wants a relationship with the masculine or their equivalent? So there's the masculine, your particular love interest, your specific person, or their equivalent. So you don't want to, the less focus you put on them, the more you'll be more focused. So if you're focusing on them, then how are you supposed to be able to focus on you? So they're the distraction. They keep you off. They, take you down or whatever. They're the distraction. So you're supposed to be going down this path, but instead you're going down this path because you're following them. But they're not waiting. They're going ahead. They're looking ahead and they're seeing, this other chick and being like, ooh, like, look at them, look at the, la la la. And then the feminine's behind them, like, look at me, wait for me. I want to be with you. Do. And it's like, they're just going to keep on going forward. So now what is the masculine bringing to this situation? Okay, so they're already flipping out, and normally my cards don't fly out. They do, but that's not my normal way of shuffling, connecting with the energy. So here we go. What is the masculine bringing to this relationship dynamic? What does the masculine's higher self want to share with the feminine? Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. What does the masculine's higher self want to share with the feminine? Okay, so they want to change. Hello. Nice. This is awesome. Okay, so they want to change their ways. So this is dishonesty. This is the cheater. So they want to change. They want to move forward. So this is them making a decision. This is them learning the lessons, looking over the past, karmic retribution, taking an inventory of all of your experiences and what you learned from them. And then once you've gone through this process, then this is the ending. This is preparing for a new beginning. This is the release. This is the letting go of the old experience and being welcome to a new, joyful, happy, optimistic. It's like shining the light on the situation as opposed to before it was they were in the darkness. And so now they have all this passion and they have this love that they want to share with the feminine. They've been wanting to do this all along, but it's just the timing wasn't right, and they weren't ready. They weren't ready for the type of connection with the feminine. So here, like, this is a heartfelt decision. It's like, I authentically want to be in a relationship with you. I love you. I think about you all the time. I've been completely committed to becoming the best version of myself. You've inspired me in so many ways. So they're very focused. What else does the masculine's higher self want to bring to this, or want to share with the feminine? So that's what they want. They want a commitment. They're moving towards the feminine, making an offering. Slow and steady. And this is about having patience. Trusting. Spiritual connection. They feel it, right? You just compare these, you have these two cards together. This is a spiritual divine union, and they feel it. And in the past, they were conflicted. They were blocked. You know, they were overthinking, they were stressed. Oh yeah, and it was the victim mentality. So a lot of feminine or a lot of masculines play that, the victim mentality. So they seek attention from the feminine by playing the victim. Like, oh, you know, like kind of like a little child who's kind of pouting, and that's how they behave. And feel all sad and, you know, give me some hugs and I miss you, and that's okay. But the thing is it's got to be balanced, right? So it's like, if what's the point of it if it's like not going to lead to a commitment, right? If you don't have the same values, you know, if you're operating in this fear of being abandoned. So this is what the masculine is wanting. They're wanting happiness and joy, togetherness, love. Okay, can I have one more card, please, to solidify this reading? So this is just them not being ready. But just because they're not ready in the physical world doesn't mean that they're not preparing for this relationship in the spiritual world. Because we do have the star. So I said they are preparing for this relationship, but they want to be the best that they can be for the feminine. They don't want to feel insecure and non-committal. Like, they want a solid commitment. So feminine, this is about you establishing the belief that you are worthy of receiving a love offering, that you are chosen, that you're loved, cherished, adored, and absolutely you're going to be in the relationship that you've always dreamed of. A relationship that's solid and steady and authentic and genuine, where you guys can build something. So feminine, focus on being confident, and then what happens is it draws them in. So it's like, okay, you know, like, I'm going ahead. Before, the feminine, like I said earlier, they were following the masculine, and the masculine was looking ahead and wasn't paying attention. But then the feminine's like, no, I'm going ahead of you, and I'm just going to keep growing and evolving, and if you want to join and you want to be a part of this magic and this beauty, then, you know, you're going to have to catch up to me. So that's what they're in the process of doing. They're in the process of catching up. And it's going to be quick, but it's going to be as fast as you allow it. So if you keep telling yourself the old narrative of, like, you know, I was rejected and they chose the other person, and holding on to the resentment, then it's going to block the connection. So they authentically want to come in and make this offering. But the thing is are you going to be open to receiving? So then that's what happens sometimes, is the roles get switched. So then this person becomes the chaser and this becomes the runner, because it's the ego. It's like, well, you refused me in the past, and, you know, I've been waiting and all of this. And so it's like trying to get back at them. But, you know, what do you want? So what you're putting out is what's coming back. And if you want love, then you have to be receptive. So that is your reading. I hope you guys found it helpful. If so, please like, comment, or leave an emoji. That would be great. So yeah, we'll talk to you soon.